Linda Barcz of the Barcz Company is taking your calls at 270-9933. Lisa was going to join you today, but she's not feeling well.
She's under the weather. She's not feeling well.
Well,
so
this would brighten up her day.
it would. The store is getting a shipment of plants in from Florida. So, see, we're bringing out nice warm weather up here eventually. Just not yet.
Daffodils?
Some daffodils, and then this beautiful, there's little crocus, the purple ones down in front. And then we also have a little bit of Blarney Stone there. That's a little bit early for the March event, but you can pick up your Blarney Stones now.
And what are you holding there?
This is a great big taro root. And this is what is actually underground. They develop into great big plants called elephant ears, because they do resemble, the leaves that develop on this do resemble a great big ear of an elephant.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yes, they can be 3 to 5 feet in size. And this is a root that will not survive our winters. In the southern climates, you can actually leave them in the ground, and they work very nicely. Here in Wisconsin, you have to start this inside about 6 to 8 weeks before you can actually police it outside in our weather. So think in terms of putting this out in May. And you do want to start it in a warm setting to have the roots develop, and then you'll start to see some growth at the top. And it can be treated as a houseplant. You can overwinter it if you'd like. They are a little bit, well, they take up a lot of room inside.
I would imagine.
So most people just, if they're growing in the ground, you let them be hit by a light frost, and then you cut the tops back and bring them inside. Or if they're in a pot, then you just bring the whole pot back inside and let that die back.
All right, let's get to the calls. We'll start with Mike in Barneveld. Hi, Mike.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. What's your question?
Sometimes, does it help if you talk to your plants? I don't know if I'm crazy or not.
Well, you know, I have heard some people talk about that they think it's very beneficial.
Okay.
I am a bit of a talker. I'm sure you're aware of that. But I guess the trick is that you have to talk to them nicely, encouragingly.
There you go. Be nice to them.
Yes.
They give you all that oxygen and taking the carbon dioxide.
They do add another whole element to your house. I mean, even just going out to the garden center, you just get a different feel.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to Margaret now. Hi, Margaret.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
Okay, my question is that I have an orchid and I've had it for 2 years and it's bloomed a lot and it's really good, real healthy, but the roots are starting to stick out of the pot, and I want to know if I should transplant it to a bigger pot. Is this a good time, or is there a certain time or a certain way to do it or something?
Okay. Do you happen to know what kind of orchid this is?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't think so.
All right. Most orchids, if the roots are being exposed like that, this is probably not the best time of year to do it. But coming up in March or April, then you would want to use the same medium. If they've been left for a number of years, it will have broken down and look like soil, but it's actually, I like little chunks of bark. And then you tip it out of the pot, break off any of the brown roots that aren't healthy, leaving just the healthy ones, and you can actually sometimes reuse the same pot. You won't necessarily upsize it, because you want the bark pieces, bark chunks to get in contact with those new roots. So sometimes you remove the lower part and just move it down and put it back in the same pot with a new planting medium.
Okay, let's go to John in Monona. Hi, John.
Thanks to both of you for taking my call. My question is, Linda, I have 42 amaryllis bulbs started in, and I put them in the pots, a mixture of peat moss and Miracle Grow potting soil. And then I have 6 of the individual pots in a tray. I put about a half gallon of water in the tray and let the water soak up from the bottom. Is that overwatering them, do you think?
Well, when I initially pot them up, I like to water them from the top and not have them sit, because if that soil is dry, it's not going to take up the water as if it is a wet medium. So I would dump off the excess water from the top, and then pour off any excess and do it that way, because you can overwater a lot of things.
Yep, we're out of time. You're on the line. Stay there. Linda will talk to you off the air. We'll be right back.